continents, 4 legends, their stories and secrets revealed, and 2 hours of non-stop spearfishing action. Australia has long been considered one of the primary pioneering blue water hunting destinations. The Paxman family is one of those early pioneering families whose legacy continues today through the living legend of Barry Paxman. The internet streams images of Barry with massive fish in his iconical Indo mask and grey beard. Barry started spearfishing at an early age. His father, Frank Paxman, was one of the early pioneers in Western Australia. Even his mother Jackie was a fine spear fisherman, getting her fair share of good fish. So Barry grew up in a spearfishing family and from an early age learned the art of getting big fish. It wasn't long before Barry and some friends started looking for some big blue water species. Barry became a master at getting blue water trophy fish, and in 2001 Barry broke the world record for Spanish mackerel, becoming the envy of spearfishermen worldwide. Barry's kids all dive and over the years have become formidable spearfishermen. They've grown up to be true Paxmans, shooting massive fish that most divers only dream of. To this day, Barry still gets amazing fish, often leaving younger spearfishermen scratching their heads. But Barry's always keen to show the guys the ropes and mentor some of the younger crew. One of these guys is Ashley Welsh, who's been following Barry around with a camera, documenting some of the insane spearfishing off the western coast of Australia.
I think I got started diving because my old man used to go out diving, and it was just the thing to do, jump in the water with him. Once I started going out spearfishing, it's just something you can't get away from. I just get excited about going out every day because you know every time you go out there you're going to come across something different, and the main thing I like about the ocean is it just represents freedom for me. That's me, I just love it. Nothing better than being out there in your boat and doing 50 or 60 knots. It's pretty special in Western Australia. I've dived quite a lot of places around Australia and around the world, and I just find that there's far more fish on this coast than anywhere else I've been. Under the water, I love hunting fish. That's just what my life is, really. I must have been hunting now for 55 years probably, and I really don't know what else I would do. I just love being out on the water. I love being in the water. That's just what I live for. I think shooting big fish is just always a challenge because you're always trying to find something bigger, and once you put that spear into it, then you've actually achieved what you're after. You've managed to get hold of this great big fish, and it's awesome that you can bring back home and show everyone. One of the greatest things I like about spearfishing is actually going out diving with mates and friends. Ash is one of the keenest guys out. He's always out in the boat with us, and he loves shooting fish, but I think most of all he loves getting it on film. So he's always torn between spearing and shooting fish. But he's shot some really good fish and taken a lot of good footage too, so he's just one of the real keen guys.
I started spearfishing about 14 years ago. I was about 13 years old, and yeah, been going hard ever since.
I think my passion for spearfishing comes first and foremost from my love of seafood, I think. You know, being able to go out there and hunt your own food and collect your own food from the ocean It's so clean, it's so fresh, it's so tasty, and that's a really special thing. The thing I love most about the ocean is the fact that it's always changing. Every time you get in or go out on the ocean, there's something different happening, and it's all a new experience, no matter how many times you go in. In Western Australia, the amount of fish life and marine life is so vast. You know, you get the host of pelagic species, you know, your wahoos, tuna, mackerel, sailfish, and then all the tasty reef fish, you know, some of which are only found in Western Australia. The bald-chin groper and the West Australian jewfish are endemic to here, so they're not found anywhere else in the world, which is pretty special. Both fantastic eating and hard-fighting, you know, good-sized reef fish. My passion for filming spearing came from the things that I was seeing when I went out diving. I thought what I was seeing and what I was experiencing was really first rate and was really exciting, and I felt that, you know, other people might benefit from seeing some of the stuff that I was seeing, and I sort of wanted to share that with people. Sometimes when we go out for a trip, I want to get a good fish myself. And a lot of the time I don't want to leave the camera in the boat. And so every now and again I'll take my camera and I'll take my gun. And it's a big bulky camera. It weighs 11 pounds and it usually takes two-hand operation. So to use that camera while filming as well as a real gun, you know, there's a lot of challenges in doing that. Filming spearfishing comes with a few sacrifices. You know, one of the biggest sacrifices is when you put your gun down or you leave your gun in the boat and you get in the water with the camera, is that opportunity of the fish of a lifetime might go begging because you've got your camera in your hands and not your gun. If you're happy with the fact that you can live with yourself and you can be satisfied that you got some amazing footage rather than taking that fish, then that sacrifice becomes a little bit easier to make. You know, filming one of my mates spear a good fish, for me, I get the same satisfaction as had I speared that fish myself. I film all the guys I go diving with. You know, I've done most of my diving with Barry, so there seems to be a lot of footage of Barry, and also because he, you know, gets a lot of good fish. But I really enjoy filming, you know, all the guys I go diving with. I think they appreciate it and they enjoy it, and getting good footage of them spearing good fish is good for them too. So I try to mix it up a little bit. Yeah, Barry's definitely played a big role. You know, I'd done a lot of solo diving and I taught a lot of the stuff to myself, basically, just over the years in the water throughout my teenage years. And when I moved over to Western Australia and started diving with Barry, you know, I could handle myself in the water, but I didn't know a lot, especially with offshore sort of spearfishing. It's been a great experience and I've learnt a lot, and I'm thankful.
To watch this heart-stopping 26-minute chapter about Barry Paxman online now, go to the link in the description of this video, or visit SpearoDVD.com to buy the whole 2-hour-long action-packed One Fish Legends movie on Blu-ray or DVD.